Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 part number 27. Part 26 from the European Championship becomes a very good, proud moment to have European cars to take on 3 racing tracks in locations around the European region. First up, my best moment is Dragon Trail Seaside to be in the garden layout, to take on to have a good weather condition to be on partly cloudy, to have a few percentage of rain. But also to have mostly fine moment to be in the Nürburgring Grand Prix F along with the Autodromo National Monza turns out was doing okay and great. But right now, for part number 27, we'll be continuing on to be in the full walkthrough. So now, it's time to get ready to go on over to be at the World Circuits to take on in the Clubman Cup Plus Edition. 3 racetracks is now located in Asia-Oceania, including 1 racing circuit in Europe. So get that all set up and be ready to go to have some different road cars and professional tune cars will be enabled to participate. So over to be on a highlight to be available on event races. There it is right now. 550 performance points will be entered to take on in Clubman Cup Plus. But it doesn't affect to be on the main progression in the GT Cafe. But that's how this event is also to be unlocked as well, along with the Japanese Clubman Cup 550 and European Club 600. So let's just gonna have to go over there and take on in high speed ring for the first round to have 3 laps. Depends on the difficulty to be depends on the chili pepper. Low difficulty, and that means this will be a very good piece of cake. Compete against character tune cars in this lively, fiery race. 2 regulations to be on the car type to be on road car and professionally tuned. 550 performance point or less. Tire choice will be using with a hard, medium, or soft sports compound tires is going to be good to go. Number of cars will be entered to be on 14 for only 6 drivers is now mainly to be on the start. But there are the main rival cars at this moment because we have an MR2 GTS 1997, Civic Type R EK 1998 from Honda, R33 Skyline GTR, and also to have different vehicles to be on the Japanese road car type. Sounds like a very good, excellent plus competition to be on the Clubman Cup. So let's go and take on to be in the first race. We'll be at high speed ring, viewers. I am so very pumped up and get ready to get started out to have 4 rounds in one excellent event. But it's going to be much excellent to have number of laps will be going intermediate is going to be doing a successful racing moment. Well, by the looks of it, 3 rounds on Asia-Oceania racing circuits to be using on the same event, including 1 event to be on the 1 main category. But we know this is going to be a good classic event to be take on in Goodwood Motor Circuit for only 2 laps. Let's proceed and get yourself ready to go to be starting out in 6th position. But I'll make sure I had to choose a different road car to be selected based on the performance point type. So let's get ready to move out and do a good grid start for having a full start checked. But I almost forgot about it. Alright, looks like we got some good opponents with some custom exterior parts are on the roll. Gonna have to kick it up onto the high gear. Wow, looks like it's gonna going way far behind. I had to switch up onto the radar. Alright, looks like gonna have to take the last position after doing the grid start, full start checked. I have to make sure to master this track as always. Turn 2 on the way. Better make sure to have this good progression to be going clean racing. So whenever comes in to be on different event on the world circuits, just like Group 4 and Group 3 Club, is going to be turns out to have different regulations will be entered to participate. However, in the Clubman Cup Plus Edition might be turns out to become a very fine professional racing event with some different real cars, and professional tune cars will be joined in to have one excellent event to battle out. But you know what I'm saying? This race is going to be very challenging to go professional whenever it comes in to have some chili pepper to be on the difficulty. So let's go in and take the final turn. Gonna have to catch up to the rest of the main opponents. There you go. Now we're building up the slipstream. Gonna have to gang up onto the Alpine A110 2017. Okay, looks like Sakamoto takes the fastest lap time in 1 minute 35.422 seconds. It's up. Gonna have to be gentle. Push up on the main pace and take turn number 2, go forward. 7.2 seconds up ahead for the main drivers. I have to make sure to catch up. Keep up onto the main technique. S-turn, we go. Now, just gonna have to go build up the slipstream on the GR Yaris 2020. Hop on board in the interior. Okay, looks like lap number 2 is getting closer at the end. Gonna have to take the final turn before I could probably have to catch up. But somehow, the Nissan GT-R Nismo 2017 may be very stronger and quicker to be in the main opponent. Let's go and take on the final lap, viewers. But I know this is going to be a very tough time to end up in position 6 if I could probably have to beat this record. Come on, let's go. Gonna have to dive right in. Turn 2 has to do it correctly. Average and clear. After this, I'll make sure I'll have to switch in onto the Nissan GT-R Nismo. Is going to be the only recommended car. Alright, looks like final sector. This is going to be it. Just like Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup, but Clubman Cup Plus is definitely might be going difficult to be on the high average. Alright, looks like 2 of them have made it at last and ended up for position number 5 for Team UDRS Insportec. Not gonna say it, viewers. I have to make sure to keep my pressure on hold. Well, 5th place. How tougher is it? But I'll make sure I'll have to work hard and do some organized strategy is going to be doing perfectly at this time. So, looks like first time ever to be in this good, excellent Clubman Cup Plus Edition. So, just going to have to put up the thumbnail to save a replay to be as a one good reminder notice. But talk about having some main outcome standings whenever it comes in to be on installed parts on any road cars. By the way, viewers, since you have ever achieved the championship event from Asia-Oceania and European Championship, but it was a lot of fun out there to do some good, excellent installed parts is going to be going well competition. Now, let's just gonna have to go in and do some options if I could probably have to come up with it. Okay, the carbon brake system is still good. If I could probably have to see to do some regulation might be turned south this time. How about some installed parts? We might have to get in there. Okay, just gonna switch things up. Now let's see what the performance point base is at. 581. Maybe let's just gonna have to give it for at less peak. That should probably might have to do some measurement history. Alright, let's calculate the performance to see how it turns out. Alright, looks like it's all good to go. Always make sure to have some good installed parts in case. So let's try this again. Attempt number 2 and go for the goal. This time I have to take on with a Nissan GT-R Nismo as well. Gotta make sure that the Mazda RX-7 FD is still currently to be in the lead. Flying jets are soaring around in high-speed rain. Very good, excellent competition background. Alright, this time it's about to go serious. Oof. Okay, very close. Now let's gang up and catch up to the rest of the faster drivers. Alright, looks like I'm so fired up for this event. Gonna kick it up and go for the high gear to take the tunnel. 3.9 seconds is going increase. Sakamoto is currently to take the lead. That RX-7 FD is still packing up with some excellent engine with some good rotary sound. But by the looks of it, the sound of the rotary engine on the FD may be similar to the 787B. But I'll make sure 5 stronger opponents is going to be currently to have an excellent speed of performance. 1 minute 35.230 seconds for S. Sakamoto. But I'm still gonna have to catch up. Lap number 2 is getting closer to be on the final lap to be on the deadline. Let's go pick up onto the 6th gear and aim towards turn number 2. Alright, looks like the Subaru BRZ STI Sport 2018 is currently to be on the number 5. Come on, just gonna have to take that inside and go for the overtake. But I didn't notice the Mazda Unos Roadster is actually turns out to become very faster, like a definition of the touring car version. Let's kick it up and go for the final sector. We'll be step up to be on the main part of the full segment. There's the Nissan GT-R Nismo R35. Gonna have to build up the slipstream and go for the overtake. Final lap, here I go. I bet this is going to be a 5th place finish for myself for this moment. Freedom to win is a very tough challenge whenever it depends on the high difficulty. Alright, very close and close in on the gap on H. Fuiji in 4th place. Let's ace it up and go for the increased overtake. That's the ticket. Now, looks like it's gonna get closer at the end for this attempt. But great, looks like the Nissan GT-R Nismo overtakes me, and I also overtake back. Alright, looks like 4th place for myself. That wasn't so hard and very challenging. But I'll make sure if I could probably have to step things up and go forward to be on the hardest race ever yet. But also once again to have some standard earnings without having a clean race. So let's just gonna have to go and do a thumbnail image. Save a replay, exit out. Now, maybe I could probably have to go for a different road car this time, but a professional tune car might be quite very good and excellent. But I'll make sure, just gonna have to switch up and go for a different road car at this time. I should probably have to grab the Nissan GT-R Nismo 2017 and go on to the settings. I'll have to sort things out and go decrease acceleration. Okay, new clip, new management to have some tuning work to be on the Nissan GT-R Nismo with the UDRS Insportec is gonna have to do some quick organize to have some measurement. But by the looks of it, the PP range at 563.4 could probably might have to do some tweaking on the output adjustment. But it will make sure to do it correctly to have a good range of performance. 549.11 performance point is going to be going in. Stay at 70. Anti-lag system might have to be well installed to be on the weak system. That's how quicker ways to go well adjusted to be on the decreased performance. Now, whenever the perm determines okay, new clip and some changes to be well monitored to have some adjustment on the Nissan GT-R Nismo with the UDRS Insportec livery. So I went down to do some tuning shop to have a new body to be removed on the weight reduction stage and increase body rigidity, so it'll be make sure to do it good as well to have some required tires to be on 3 types of compound by the category. So it's all set and good to go, and this one might have a very good, excellent, well balanced adjusted due to the BOP regulations to be used on the Clubman Cup Plus Edition. So let's get ready to take a good second round of a rematch at High Speed Rain for only one event to be checked for having a new record if I could probably have to take first place to be on the podium. Fully well tuned up and good to go. Let's see how fast for an all-wheel drive road car can actually have to take on with some stronger tuned cars with some good different liveries. But I can feel it, you guys. I could probably have to go in just like Mega Speed Cup from Gran Turismo 1. Now let's go and take on in the #1 spot at the podium. 5 seconds will be on the full start, so I have to keep my eyes checked and alright. Let's get ready to go. 5 seconds will be on the full start. We'll be going in to take a good, excellent run. But I'll make sure that the Mazda Uno's Roadster is now going faster to take the main jump start. I have to keep an eye out. Alright, looks like the Porsche 911 GT3 2009 is here. Fully well tuned up to have a nice wing spoiler. Gonna have to kick it up. Aim towards turn number 2. Come on, let's stay on top of them. Sector 1 clear check before moving on in Sector 2 to be on turn number 3. Currently, to see how capable for any road car is going to be well challenging up and go for the limit. But there is also to have a first place driver in the Alfa Romeo 4C 2014 is in the lead. But only 5 cars are left standing around to be in the current leading position is on the chase. Let's take on the final turn at the end of lap number 1. Outside cornering will be going in to take the inside. Not bad after all. After spending 5 minutes to do some tuning alignment, is going to be doing perfectly. But I'll make sure that this Nissan GT-R stays with me for this part of the video segment, folks. Number 1 faster car since Asia-Oceania Championship is doing much incredible to be on the high leading advantage. That's the ticket. Now coming in on to turn number 2. The spectators are really enjoyed having a good moment to have Team UDRS in Sportec welcome aboard to be in the Clubman Cup Plus Edition. Gonna have to stay right top of the lead. Gonna have to beat a Sierra's lap time by only a minute 35.31 seconds. Inside the apex, stay right in. Looks like I pretend to be in sport mode, racing with other players online. Okay, looks like the Alfa Romeo 4C is back again for more. Sign me up. Final lap will be kick up to be in the one-on-one showdown to do the best leading advantage. We'll have to go well defense. Here I go, viewers. Lap number 3 for the final lap to be in the Clubman Cup Plus Edition is on the go. Okay, I guess my throat just gonna have to need some hot water or some hot tea. There we go. Very excellent on turn 2 to be on the straightaway to enter the bridge on sector 2. Currently to have a good length defense for only 1.2 seconds away. Gonna have to go into the inside on turn 3. Turn 4 to enter the tunnels to be on turn 5. And looks like S. Hattori takes the lap time in 1 minute 24.178 seconds. But it's not yet at the moment, you guys. I'll have to beat this record, so I could probably have to put my name in it. Let's keep my eyes on the prize and eyes on the time. And there you go. Solid, fine, first place podium finish. But I know I should probably have to go with the Nissan GT-R at the early start. But clearly to be at the main correction is going to be doing much faster to be capable in the all-wheel drive Japanese road car. But now it comes in to become incredible, but it doesn't show my name in it to be on the fastest lap time. And also to have 1 minute 23.890 seconds in lap number 3 driven by H. Francois. Very good, excellent in the Honda NSX Type R 2002. But I'm really sure that I have to get to know about this event. Very challenging and different from sport mode. And also not to mention, because the clean race bonus is going to be doing a 50% complete for race number 1 to be on the main rematch. But very good. GG for race number 1, and also to have a replay to be need to have a captured thumbnail image. So let's give me a moment to be on the replay to check in. Just gonna have to wait for the best action scene background in it. Any moment. Well, maybe that might be quite good enough to have this thumbnail image. But however, I could probably have this next background to be on the best spotlight. Alright, that's better. Thank you for your patience. Now, replay to be saved for this part of the memory before moving on to take on race number 2. We're heading up to Tokyo Expressway Central clockwise to have a 5-lap race. But I'll make sure Tsukuba Circuit will be coming up next to be on event number 3. And there it is. This will be a 3 chili pepper difficulty for this part of the event, you guys. So make sure to check a good eyes on the difficulty, depends on which type of level is going to be look like. But by the looks of it, it's going to get much harder and difficult whenever it depends when you participate on any event. Is going to be quite very usable to be on different regulations. Depends on different rail car or professional tune is going to be suitable to take on 3 races in Asia-Oceania racing circuit. So let's go and take on 5 laps around in Central District in Tokyo Expressway in the clockwise outer loop. But still also to be referred as inner and outer loop from Gran Turismo Sport. But in GT7, clockwise and counterclockwise is going to be doing differences to be on the same title. But here is the fireworks, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the fun begins. Alright, looks like this is going to be a 5-car challenge. This will be a very good, excellent midnight showdown. So let's go and take on to have a good, excellent 5-lap showdown to see who will be the fastest. Let's rock and roll and take 4 drivers to be currently on race number 2 to be in the Clubman Cup Plus. Gonna have to go clean racing on the city track. Careful. Gonna have to go for the breakdown onto the right side. 2018 Subaru BRZ STI Sport has been overtaken. Next up is the 86 Torino. Very good. Gonna have to go understeer on the inside. That'll have to take the 86 to be on number 4 to be dropped down on the overtake to pass on for the R35 GT-R. Only 2 more opponents to go. Man, this is going to be a very good, excellent night race battle, just like Tokyo Extreme Racer. Let's kick it up on the high gear to take on for the next turn before the final corner at the end of lap number 1. Solid as a good lineup formation and stay at it. Lap 2 is on the way for 1 Australian racer and 1 Italian racer to be currently in the 1st and 2nd position. So how is the field map is doing well? 93% remaining. It'll be doing a-okay for doing the best part in this event, you guys. And also there is one more thing that I just gonna have to be mentioned. I always gonna have to post a journal entry on Deviant Art to keep my track to do some full walkthrough video on Gran Turismo 7 because, but you know the drill, just gonna have to check out the links on the description down below if you may ever want to follow me on Deviant Art. You may ever gonna have to miss out to have all kinds of cool images like my UDRS Insportec livery, along with my Total Drama fan art livery, is still available to have some favor to be on the star. But don't forget to comment to inspire my screenshot images I have been made myself since the years from Gran Turismo Sport. Come on, just gonna have to go right in, get closer to that 4C in position number 2. Alright, let's give this for a flashlight. I bet ACR wants me to challenge. I could probably have to go for it to be on the halfway mark on lap number 3. Oof. Okay, too far, but a little bit comfort because that will might break the clean race percentage. Okay, looks like the Mazda Roadster did a good, excellent speed performance in the lead. My UDRS Insportec livery of the Nissan GT-R Nismo is doing some excellent speed of performance. Only the mid-engine and the first generation Roadster could probably have to gang up onto each other. But FR versus MR is going to be doing some main difference to be on the drivetrain. But let's just gonna have to make room for only one R35 GT-R to go right in onto the podium in first place. Dirt tunnel on the way and go for the braking point on the next turn. Come on. I could probably have to take on that NA Roadster when doing first place. Lap number 4 is getting closer. Looks like I'm running out of options. Come on. That Alfa Romeo 4C could probably have to take it and go for the outside loop doing the main roll. Time to break the defense and go offense on sector number 2. Come on, just gonna have to go right in. Stay on focus for the Roadster. It's gonna be the #1 main goal. Almost there, viewers. I could probably have to go with an excellent pace to do some strategy to go deaccelerate and do some braking option. We'll have to get close in onto that Roadster by having an excellent pass overtake. That's the ticket. I'm so pumped up and go faster to take the lead. Let's give a good, excellent fireworks to move on into the final lap. I could probably face a good, excellent race, you guys. Final lap, here I go. Let's do this. Gonna have to push away from the Uno's Roadster Tune car to be currently in number 2. Number 1 for the 2017 Nissan GT-R Nismo is now gonna have to take an excellent first place podium onto the checkered flag. Total time is 6 minutes, almost to be at 50 seconds. There we go. Looks like, by the looks of it, fastest lap time I just took is 1 minute 29.369 seconds to be well faster and go like a pro. Night Racing Kaido Battle is going to be doing some excellent moment out there, viewers. Gonna have to go forward and take the dirt tunnel onto the straightaway before the final corner will take the final stretch. Last turn. Take it. And correction successful to be on the #1 spot. Oh man, I am so very thrilled to have this good fireworks, you guys. Now that's competition, you guys. That is a very good Clubman Cup Plus competition. That was a lot of excellent one-on-one showdown between the GT-R and the Roadster. Talk about my kind of a good excellent Japanese battle in Tokyo Expressway into the Central District. But very thrilled to be on 100,000 credits to be well achieved. Saved by the bell and barely got myself lucky. Now for the replay. I can't wait to have this good excellent fireworks to be on the spotlight. Okay, somehow, where is the fireworks? I bet I might have to see it this time. Oh, I almost forgot. It also uses for the cutscene, not on the replay. Maybe I could probably have to do a different thumbnail image to have my moment on the Mazda Roadster after I'm successfully on the overtake. Just give me one more moment, you guys. Just hang in there. I could probably have this thumbnail image to be saved. There we go. Almost close enough to have this good memory. There we go. Save a replay. Thank you for your patience. Now, after race number 2 on Tokyo Expressway Central Clockwise, we're heading up to Tsukuba Circuit for race number 3 on Asia-Oceania before moving on to head up to Europe to take on Goodwood Motor Circuit to be using with the Mini Cooper S 1965. Clearly to have the same difficulty is going to be going up to be on the Ford Chili Pepper. This race is going to get much tougher and challenging at this moment, you guys. 5 laps around the track to have 3 hairpins including several corners. We'll have to get up onto 50,000 credits. Main rival cars, as always, whenever it depends on different kinds of vehicles, will be usable to be participate. This is going to be a lot of good hard work of racing, you guys, after you did a good job to be on this event along with the Goodwood Motor Circuit to be in the 1-make class. Race number 3 for the Clubman Cup Plus is about to go challenging and tricky to do some hard work and go for the high stakes to be on the difficulty. But clearly this race is going to be much challenging and intense. 14 drivers are now entered to be on the starting grid. Let's go and take a good 5-second false start with false start check will be neat in case. But I'll make sure I'll have to keep a good eye on the Mazda RX-7 because this FD is going to be my main rival. Renault Sport Megane Trophy RS is now currently on position number 5. Very good, excellent livery design he made. I could probably have to go hard and go for the pace. Hairpin number 3, here I go. Step up the pace and go for the slipstream on the straightaway before doing an out and out on the final turn. Come on. Final turn successful. Moving on in lap number 2. Gonna have to go with the pressure and do some anti-lag system. It's gonna be quite put up to be on the weak. Alright, there you go. 1.9 seconds is going to get slightly in for the FD RX-7 along with the 2002 Honda NSX Type R. 3.3 seconds into the total length of the gap before taking on hairpin number 3. Okay, doing good. Now go for the straightaway before the cloud condition is about to get a little bit different on the rain. Come on, just gonna have to go right in onto the out and out. Still going up ahead for lap number 3 at the halfway mark. For this part of the event is currently to take on with the Honda NSX Type R and the Mazda RX-7 FD Spirit R is a very good, excellent, stronger road car for this part of the event, viewers. Make sure if you have an NSX Type R in the 2002 model or an RX-7 FD is going to be perfectly to be taking on with these two. But only a Nissan GT-R can actually have to go faster to be in the all-wheel drive to deal with the MR, and FR layout is going to have to step up and go for the pace. But not to mention, any different kinds of road car is going to be very harder to take on with these two rides with some different custom parts and livery. So let's go lap number 4 and get closer for these two. Come on. Gonna have to break that gap for only 2.8 seconds on the range to each other. This race is gonna be very tougher out there, viewers. I know that. But we're getting there. So close to get that gap to be breaking apart, but keep pushing away. It's not over yet until the beautiful lady sings. Now for the outside cornering to go right up ahead. Come on, just gonna have to keep it much together, you guys. My Nissan GT-R works very hard to take 2 rounds to be well achieved on the podium. Come on. Just gonna have to ace that course. Just like the driving missions, but differently is gonna get much difficult. But of course, I might end up in 3rd place to be on the bronze after doing some grueling hard work to take on with these stronger 2 cars. Just gonna have to keep it on hold and wait for the finish line to be ended up in 3rd place. Okay, well, I did my best, but clearly, for a different kind of opponent, we'll have to go for a different round to be on shovel. But GG for these 2 drivers, because they did an absolutely job well done to have a good, well-suitable performance. Lap number 3 in total time in 5 minutes 25.302 seconds is going to be well achieved for M. Martin in the Honda Mazda RX-7 Spirit R Type A is doing an excellent work. But I almost had that chance to be on the bronze for the very first time in this video segment, viewers. But not to mention because it will might have to go again at any time before exit out on this event before proceed to do another round. But just gonna have to save a replay and exit out before go right back again. Just gonna have to save for only one event. It's gonna have to do a perfect chances to take that difficulty in the Clubman Cup Plus. So let's get back on the track and shuffle with some different opponents, but I'll make sure if I could probably have to choose a very good, excellent, capable driver who has the same average performance skill just like the RX-7 FD and the 2002 Honda NSX Type R. Alright. New clip to be added for having a main part of the segment, so I bet this is going to be by under or over an hour. Now, let's see if this is going to get much differences to have two Mazda RX-7 FD. Alright, so looks like this is going to be a very tough challenge to take on two FDs to be on the most powerful, capable performance. Maybe I should probably have to get myself an FD RX-7. So let's go and take a good main focus to be on the custom wide body kit. Alright, so looks like the FD is now gunning right in to take the lead. Gonna have to catch up. And there's the Audi TT 3.2 Quattro is now entered in third place. Go hard for the left turn on hairpin number 2. Step it up, and the Subaru BRZ STI Sport is now currently to be catching up onto my position. That's the ticket I go. Go for hairpin number 3 to catch the first FD with no custom tuning part. Stock car by the way, but it will might have to do the same differences like the tuner version. Okay, sector 3 and take the out and out I go. Keep it together, old pal. You'll make it in first place in no time before catching up to that tuned RX-7. I'm just talking to the Nissan GT-R Nismo to get it together. Yeah, looks like it's gonna get fired up, you guys. Much closer to catch up to have one FD, and the tuner one is going to get much further, and further is going to have to go right in about 3.2 seconds left to go by the distance. There you go. Moving on in position number 2 to catch up to the tuned RX-7 FD, you guys. Whoever could probably have to do this kind of a good example will have to take some excellent battle and work your heart onto the progression is going to have to take first place to be on the high difficulty by 4 chili peppers. Lap number 3 on the halfway mark. Gonna have to break through. Okay, keep it concentrated, go for the precision, and step it up. Almost had that chance to break through, and go dive in onto hairpin number 3. That FD RX-7 just barely packed up to have that improved performance. But I know that this engine might be quite come up with a 787B rotary sound engine. But not to mention, because it might be turns out if it's true to have this different spec of an engine. Come on, just gonna have to go for the hard right turn in hairpin number 1. Looks like the front tires is gonna get much worn out, just only for a durability by 80% remaining. Okay, lap number 4 is getting closer at the end before moving on to take the final lap. I might need to get my A game up and go for the pace. Almost to be at 1 second to go, and going up increase further. I can feel it. Looks like it's gonna get much closer towards the final lap. Let's bring that GT-R home and master Tsukuba circuit to have this fiery, difficult race. Okay, braking point I go. Almost a brake on the inside. Gonna have to drive respectful on the track. .9 seconds to go remaining. Come on, just gonna have to go clean overtake. That FD could probably have to go running out of steam. If not, it can still got a lot of good, excellent strategy. We'll be doing much brilliant. Gosh, looks like the FD took first place for the win. Nissan GT-R takes second place. It's like Keisuke Takahashi versus Takeshi Nakasato at Miyogi to be on the uphill race. Yep. That makes a very good cross-bearing reference from Initial D first stage, you guys. But I'll make sure that the results will be well skipped at the moment. Almost to be at 100 miles distance in total. Just gonna have to save replay for another time, go for the restart, so I could probably have to go for a different option. Now, gonna have to switch up from the weak anti-lag settings to go strong. So let's check the measurement settings to be going correctly. Opposite to be at 549.89 performance points is going to have to do some management changes. Now I could probably have to step up and go harder for my next different strategy. We'll have to go and further in to have some different specified parts of performance. Is going to have to do some much harder to see how it turns out. But also to have some different requirement to be on the part eligibility. So just gonna have to go decrease and go for having 550, depends on the percentage on the ECU. Let's give me one more moment until gonna have to take a good round of the rematch. Right, just gonna have to remove the LSD. $549.99 performance points. That should be good enough. Calculate the performance, and let's take on for another round. More prize credits and more currency earnings to stay focused to be in the top 3 position. Let's go right in and block the Tune FD. How did it sneak in by a different approach? No matter that Tune FD is actually gonna have to take the right side and go for a different approach on the overtake. Now, let's just gonna have to go right in, Same technique and exercise caution to stay clean. Let's go for the rematch and take on 2 FD RX-7 to take on for having some hard work of challenging struggle. Gonna have to push up and go for the limit. And I know this sound is actually from the 787B rotary engine sound. There it is. I can probably feel the sound of the rotary engine. Solid, fine, close call overtake and go for the progression in about 2.8 seconds further up ahead on the increased gap. Wow, looks like M. Martin did a good absolutely run for only a minute and 8.710 seconds. I could probably have to go hard and beat his lap time to be currently in the lead. Kick it up on the third gear. Still coming up ahead out there, viewers. I know the anti-lag settings might be quite set to be optional to be on strong, but the handling might have to do some hard work to master every cornering to go pro. Come on, just gonna have to keep this GT-R together. It'll make sure to take first place in no time until the final lap will be marked in to be as a one last spot. There goes 2 seconds to be breaking through. Now, gonna have to break 1 second to take hairpin number 3. Go increase the pace and go hard to stay focused to be on this tuned FD RX-7 before doing the out and out onto the last turn. Lap number 3 towards the end before going in forward to take lap number 4. We'll be going further to be on the deadline. Understeer technique could probably have to stay on track. Okay, let's stay on it. Get closer to have that gap to break in. Almost there. Squeeze right in onto hairpin number 3. There we go. Oh man. Cannot believe I just actually barely break through onto the hard defense. He did a pretty good, excellent offense push to have that kind of a rotary engine sound. Now, let's take on for the final lap. This comes down to this. I know this is going to get a lot of intense race out there, viewers. Gonna have to go right in. Almost barely successful to be on the inside. And Martin doesn't stand a chance. Come on. Keep that good, excellent speed on the R35 GT-R. Excellent, first place, here I go, and here comes the incoming offense. Gonna have to switch it up quick. Come on, let's go. Take that final turn and go well defense for the GT-R. Successful first place finished. Man, this is a difficult race, you guys. Clearly, this is going to be my most difficult race in GT7 for race number 3 on the Clubman Cup Plus. But no matter how the FD actually put it with some 787V engine, it actually turns out to become faster and well competitive to be on this standard road car after being used from the race car as a Group C category prototype. For now, my total time is 5 minutes 27.33 seconds, and also to have Kei Yamada is currently to be on the fastest lap on lap number 5, 1 minute 2.217 seconds. But it was going to be so thrilling and challenging to go intense to see how 2 RX-7 FD models is going to be currently to be part of this event. But man, sounds like my kind of a training exercise for sport mode and FIA Gran Turismo Championships. Clean race to be well achieved. 105 miles is well complete to have a good, excellent exercise complete. Now, let's just gonna have to do a replay for this moment. Where is the part where I battle a tuned FD RX-7? There it is right now. Gonna have to do an excellent capture image thumbnail to be needed. Okay, that's one. Gonna have 2 of them if I need to. Wait for the perfect moment. Okay, that should be good enough. Now let's exit out and save this perfect replay for event number 3. Alright, well, looks like that was a lot of hard work, you guys. I know this event is a very difficult challenge, just like Group 4 and Group 3 Cup, along with some different events depends on the type of chili pepper is going to be marked on different types of difficulty. So we're heading up to have 1 European racetrack after taking 3 rounds from Asia-Oceania event. And here comes race number 4 in Clubman Cup Plus to be using with the Mini Cooper S 1965 will be specified for today's event before the start of midnight is going to be on May 13th. So let's change up the car and go with some different livery will be well chosen to have some good excellent performance regulation on 350 or less. Main rival car are using the same Mini Cooper S is going to be perfectly to be having a good classic historic moment to be racing around in Goodwood Motor Circuit to have a 2-lap challenge. Let's go and participate. And my throat is about to get a little bit sore after taking some fresh water to do some refill recovery. Well, of course, my throat might be getting a little bit itchy. Here we are, you guys. Race number 4 in Clubman Cup Plus to be using with a classic road car in the 1965 Mini Cooper S. We'll be doing a final showdown for only 8 players to be participate on the grid. Sounds like doing number 5 to be on the rolling start to have a good excellent classic moment, because this track is a very good place for all classic cars to be used for only a 1-make category. So let's get the show on the road. And this will be a very good proud British driver, including 1 American racer to join in and take on for the excellent royalty of the one-make race. So let's go and get the show on the road. This will be our final event, you guys. After we spend 3 races from Asia-Oceania tracks, it's going to get much harder and quicker to go classic. To be using this kind of a Mini Cooper S is doing brilliant. To be on the good old Goodwood Motor Racing circuit is going to have to take 2 laps to be going slipstream to be on an increased pace. Now for Team UDRS in Sportec, we'll have to go understeer and go guiding in directly without losing any balance. That's 1 Mini Cooper down, 3 more to go. Alright, just gonna have to take 1 more. Another Mini Cooper S has been dropped down in position number 3. Sounds like many GT racers are doing a good, proud British moment to be well driven in the classic car. Gonna have to catch up for only 1 racer left to go, for only 3.8 seconds to go. Time to go in quicker and understeer, maintain stability. Chicane I go. Let's get in there and move forward to be on lap number 2. And here it comes. Lap 002 takes the final lap and go for the forward pace to be on position number 2. Let's hang on and go for some handling pace to go stability balance. Break the gap I go, and currently to have 1.8 seconds to go remaining until the length of the distance will have to get shorter at the end of sector number 1. Moving on in sector 2, gonna have to go right in and take that turn directly in and go onto the brake correctly. Alright, not so bad. Now for the next turn to be going forward inside the cornering and find a good perfect line technique. Almost to be at 80 miles per hour. 0.4 seconds remaining to go until the final turn is going to get closer to be on the final stretch. Alright, there we go. Almost barely had a chance, and close call, and I didn't make it because it will might have to take more speed and cornering to do some correctly. Alright, so looks like finished in 2nd place on race number 4 in Clubman Cup Plus for the Mini Cooper S 1965. Well, that's a very good show. Fastest lap is doing well perfectly for lap number 2 is S. Brown from the UK to took 1 minute 49.114 seconds to be currently to be on position number 3. Total faster time is going to be on 3 minutes 45.752 seconds. Now it's for a new day. New daily workout will be at the go. 110.1 miles distance is going to be doing perfectly by the check at least. Alright, let's go again. I'm so very worked up, you guys. I know this takes forever for part number 27 is going to be an hour-long segment. So let's take it for another round. Green flag is now going in to take a good excellent run. Let's stay on the lineup and do some best excellent strategy to take 4 Mini Cooper S. Just like 3 Japanese racing circuits is going to be depends on the type of difficulty. But now in the United Kingdom, this race is perfectly to be fitted as a warm-up category whenever it depends on the range of differences on the performance points is going to be suitable to be at least on 350 or less. But it might be quite well possible to see how tuning work is going to have to do some calculations. It's going to be all checked and good to go. Now let's keep a good careful. Several British racers are still coming up onto each other to stay on a good, excellent, clean show. Now let's go break again onto the gap, catch up onto D Stark. Still barely getting up onto the increased gap, you guys. Gonna have to stay on track and go for the next corner to do some best excellent understeer to take a good clear advantage. Let's dive in, take that chicane to be on the brake zone. No contact, that means one classic car is good to go. Final lap, here I go. Let's move forward to have a good, excellent slipstream to master every corners, just like circuit experience. Good show, jolly good show, mates. First place for Team UTRS in Sportec is on the #1 spot. I'm so glad that one livery is doing an excellent exercise challenge to go in and take a good slow advantage for having a good excellent one-make race. Now gonna have to go faster to be on a good excellent cornering strategy is gonna have to do some main clean effort. But only a cup of tea to be well put up to have some nice hot tea. Could probably have to get my throat to be much better until tomorrow. But it's still in the middle of midnight because 12 minutes to be start for having a new day. Okay, looks like the driving style is doing well. Gonna have to stay on top of the lead before the final sector kicks in. Let's take that final chicane and go for the final stretch. And there it is. The crowd goes wild for Team UTRS in Sportec takes a royalty podium finish at Goodwood Motor Circuit. First place in event number 4 to have some good chances to be having a hard time, difficult race to be in Clubman Cup Plus. Now that's a classic one-make race competition, viewers. Drive hard, work hard, and make your way onto the top 3 position when you're in first place. Lap number 2 is doing a possible update for S. Brown in 1 minute 47.670 seconds in the second lap, where the total time is correctly to be over at 3 minutes 41.620 seconds. GG, you guys. Now that's a very good, excellent GG to take first place to be on the average clean race bonus. Alright, looks like that was a very good tough race, you guys. But I know, many several attempts is having a hard time to challenge yourself to take on with stronger opponents, to be well raced with some AI opponents. Now for the replay to have this good capture thumbnail moment. There you go. replay to be saved on event number 4. Very good. Very excellent, and absolutely job well done to have 4 events to be in the same event. Boy, it was a lot of hard work, you guys, but I know this is going to be a very difficult race to choose any road car. It is going to be well specifically to be choosing on 3 racing circuits on Asia-Oceania tracks to be in Japan. But also to be a reminder, because whenever it depends on any kinds of road car is fully well capable to be challenging with stronger opponents, and different engines is going to be well put up to have some nice ways to see some different capabilities. For myself to have a different reward challenge after having 4 events is complete. Let's go in to be on the legend car dealership to have myself to be rewarded to see what's available in stock. Okay, I guess it might be quite pretty well expensive, but 10,500,000 credits for the McLaren F1 GT-R BMW 1995. That was a lot of pretty good expensive, but I'll make sure that more circuit experience will be need some more price credits to be stacked up as well. And this one might be a very good excellent Group 4 car is the Alfa Romeo 155 2.5 V6 Ti 1993. Body color is red, but it's very good to have a racing car category to be fitted as an all-wheel drive. Let's learn more about the car, what Mikhail Haggerty has to say. This is one of the most recognizable cars from the 1990s, German Touring Car Championship, known as the DTM. After regulations were loosened in 1993, the DTM became a platform for developing some very powerful cars. One of these was the Alfa 155 2.5 V6 Ti, which was fielded by the Alfa Romeo Works team. Winning 12 out of 20 races in 1993. It secured the championship title for both driver Nicola Larlini and the manufacturer. The DTM later became a more international competition before being discontinued in 1996. This meant that Alfa Romeo would go down in history as the only non-German manufacturer to win the series. It's one of the most significant DTM cars whose uniqueness lies in its heritage. A very good uniqueness German race car to be fitted as an Italian race car to be part of the DTM. Sounds very good and inspirational to have this race car to be welcomed as a Group 4 class. I can look forward to have a good available purchase at 800,000 credits. Sounds very good, excellent race car to be fitted to has a good GT4 race car to be fitted as a hashtag. The Alfa Romeo 155 2.5 V6 Ti 1993 is registered onto the car index. Very good collector points, peaking up onto 800 before going up onto 28. But I'm looking forward to try it out with this race car because it's a very good Italian racing car for participate in the DTM. Well folks, looks like it's time to wrap this up before at the end of the video, and I'll make sure I'll be ready to go for part number 28 for doing menu book number 26 to start out with 4 after European Championship. After spending some hours for taking 4 rounds on the Clubman Cup Plus Edition, is going to have to do some hard work, but luckily different kinds of engine swaps to be featured in GT7 is going to be a very good, excellent surprise that we didn't know because some of you guys have already know about. So let's get ready to use the 4-star roulette ticket at the go to see which prize should I get. This time, I could probably have to go with any kinds of different engine whenever it depends on different chances on the ticket. Well, how many times did I receive a 10,000 Gran Turismo credits? But only the next day, we'll have to get much better to be on the lucky chance to get a race car for having received prize as a gift. But only this car is a very good choice selection is going to be my kind of a good reward. Let's check on the car collection and check the details. This champion race car won 12 out of 20 races in the super competitive DTM race series. Beautiful. Beautiful Alfa Romeo race car has ever to be used since 1993 in the German Race Car Championship. Alright, well, I'll make sure I'll have to be ready to go by tomorrow because it's already midnight. I'll make sure I have to get some C's before gonna have to get myself for having a fresh new start for a new day. Thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Just don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again on the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.